Hello, pilots. Yes, another review. A show review. Gundam Requiem of Vengeance. The newest Gundam show. Whoa! But yeah, welcome everyone to... I don't want to call it a review. I don't feel like I'm qualified to review something for some reason. So let's call this a breakdown. Or an impression or my thoughts on it. Yeah. I gave this show a 7 out of 10 immediately after watching it, and I just have a sneaking suspicion that might just go down a bit. No. I was gonna review like the entire show, but when I got down to like rewatching it and taking notes, I took down like a lot of notes, a considerable amount of notes on just the first episode. And I just thought that if this is going to be the average amount, and I'm going to do the entire series, then the video is going to be a long one. And I do not want to do a long one. So it seems we're going to do it on a per episode basis. I'm hoping I'm able to release the next video in like a couple days or so. So you don't have to wait like 6 separate weeks for me to review everything. Since I usually just release a video, 1 video per week. This should be possible, I hope. So without further ado, let's start with the first episode. The Spooky Forest. So the opening scene starts with Zeon Column moving through a street in Romania. Get to the EF base here and just look at the visuals. Look at everything. The soldiers, the Magellan, and later the mobile suits. The visuals are definitely the strongest aspect of the show, and I think everybody will agree on that. But anyway, little did the Zeon know they were about to get ambushed by the EF. And they did. Type 61s and EF troops start pouring out of everywhere, and a couple tanks get destroyed. Then, the Type 61s just use their machine guns only, and not their 2 cannons. There's like 4 to 6 of them. And not a single one is going after this tank right here, that's right in front of them. That destroyed like at least 2 of their buddies. But anyway, another force came in from behind and now the Zeons are flanked. But then you see this, an aerial view. And I'm sitting over here thinking, how did they not see this coming? Yes, in the earlier scene they were hiding inside a building, but there's no way there are enough buildings of the right size. Because Type 61s are pretty huge. Like this looks like a suburban like housing area, so there's even less chance of like multiple warehouses or something that's like big enough for a Type 61. A bunch of them. There's like many of them. Maybe they are. I don't know. I don't know how Romanian suburban area look like. Okay, maybe they have random warehouses around. Who knows? But anyway, the Type 61s finally decided to use their cannons, and Tank Man here gets blown to pieces. And then look! Gauze! Look at these fat boys, I love them. We go into them, and we get to see an awesome startup sequence, and we get a brief look at each pilot. You can even hear like the classic Zeon startup sound, the beong sound. Kind of, it's kind of edited, but it's there. Then everything starts shaking because there's anti-air. There again, how the hell did they not see this beforehand? Like they don't look very mobile. They look like they're very much slapped onto the roof of this building here, and somehow they didn't see that. Anyway, a DOP comes in and saves the day. But look at a DOP though, like they modernize it and make it look like an actual jet by making it a lot more like sharp. Like the original one is like very round looking. This one's like very sharp, like an actual jet. They even put like the little radar thing in the front there, which is a nice touch. Anyway, the light turns green and they jump out, but the Gaw dies. No Gaw! Tankman survives pretty much unscathed. Somehow. Sees this guy, he's on the fire, and teleports right next to him. He just appears next to him, man. There's like people firing at him, and he just like, boop, I'm here. Anyway, back to the mobile suits. They're falling, and they're getting shot by the anti-air. But this is a very cool shot right here. The dog comes in, destroys a pair, but the remaining 2 keep shooting, and we actually get to see the Zaku shield do something. We never see these things do anything. Like, I only remember one other time and it was used, and it was in the PS2 Giran's Greed game, where after shooting a nuclear Zaku, they will use the shield to like protect them from like the blast. That's like the only other time I can think of like the Zaku shield actually doing something. Anyway, back to the show. The dot finishes off remaining 2, like anti-air, but immediately gets shot down by this guy right here. Rip Dot. Now with the anti-air gone, it is safe for the Zaku to finally deploy their chutes. But it actually wasn't, because Silverfish were flying and now they're shooting the parachutes. The Zakus are screwed. Oh no, they're dead. One of them actually taken out by a leg missile, which is actually pretty impressive to be completely honest. Anyway, they landed and completely turned the tide. And I gotta say, like, I like this sniper one specifically. Like the minimal use of red here and there, I think does it for me. Sometimes you don't have to color the entire thing red, you know, just a splash here and there should do it. Speaking of red, this guy gets absolutely misted by a 120mm machine gun. Well, at least he should be. But anyway, the EF forces start to retreat and the Zeons just stop shooting. They're right there, just shoot them. What are you doing? There's no white flag, just keep shooting. Then we get a cool shot of them walking away from the handiwork. Whoa. Also, you can't tell me this Zaku does not look like Freddy Fazbear. Look at it! It's got the same color, right? Or somewhat about the same color. And both of them are like very round looking. The Zaku is very round looking. And Freddy Fazbear is 100% round looking. It's even got feet! And ears! The next scene is them clearing the base. Tankman gets treated by this new volunteer medic, and we finally get to see the entire Red Wolf squad in the flesh. I don't bother to remember their names because it doesn't really matter. Especially these two. There's not much character for anyone I personally find, other than the main character. But even then, it's nothing really special. But anyway, MC comes out and takes off her helmet. Look at that! It's Iria! I don't know why they hit her face throughout the entire beginning part. Like, if I have to speculate, I think they were trying to go for like the Samus moment. But the Samus reveal was at the end of the game, and that was like no indication at all she was a woman. Iria here, well, you know, she was in the trailers, in every like marketing thing, and you know, she spoke earlier too, so we know how she sounds and looks. Maybe I'm just looking way too deep into this, and honestly, it doesn't really matter. Zaku Tank! Next, we cut to the captain guy giving a victory speech, saying that reinforcements will come soon so they can secure the entire region. I guess the Balkan region, I guess. And then, I think that I'm using the word exposition correctly. He does an exposition dump on why Zeon is here on Earth for people coming into the UC timeline for the first time. So he says that the EF is an oppressive regime that abuses and exploits space nodes, and they're fighting for their freedom. Good! Paint them as bad, because they are. Fuck the EF. Time skip to the night. This guy's cold. Could sit in the tent right there inside his cockpit where the heat could get trapped in. But no, I'm gonna sit outside in the cold. Then complain it's cold. But then he did say something that I thought was a nice touch. He thinks it's cool because the weather machine is broken. So if you don't know, inside the colonies, Site 3, you know where these guys are from, they have like weather controlling machines that, you know, control the weather inside the colony. Rain, heat, snow, all controlled by that machine. In the plot to assassinate Giran manga, Valkyrie took control of one of these machines during the uprising and completely froze Zoom City, the capital of Zeon. Anyway, they continue talking and we get some backstory, or at least what they believe in. Sniper guy here is in it for the money. Charlie believes in the cause, the freedom fight and everything. Iria claims she's a soldier, so she has to follow orders. This guy is only in it for the booze. Kentucky bourbon, baby. But then Iria looks out into the distance and feels like something's wrong. Wait, is she a new type? Yeah, she is. Also, funny thing, if you look closely at animation, especially at this part here, she just like robotically just goes back to like default pose. She just snaps back in there. You can see, like, you can see these. I don't want to say like bad animation. Let's just say less than ideal animation if you look closely enough. It's not all the time, but you know, sometimes you see one or two occasionally. Next scene is her walking through the camp looking at everyone. The captain, the soldiers resting, and then she looks into this fire for a bit. What does that mean? Her ears start ringing, and then kablooey! The EF is here! And now a bit of criticism. Was there no one on watch or something? How did they not hear this? tanks are pretty loud, especially big ones, and Type 61s are big. It just somehow sneaked up on them. Granted, she did black out for a bit. Maybe there's some like time passed, but I don't think it's been that long. At most, 2 minutes. Anyway, let's continue. She wakes up and finds the captain and then has another earring. Looks over her shoulder and the Terminator shows up. She starts running towards the Zaku to fight it, but here's where my next criticism of this part comes in. Why are the Zaku still standing? Why didn't the EF just target them? They're like the biggest threat, no? They're just standing side by side right there with light shining onto them. The definition of an easy target. But they just ignored them, I guess. They just kind of forgot they existed. Also, these guys are still relaxing when there's like explosions going on. That looks low res. What happened there? Anyway, as they get in their suits, they get blasted by machine guns. But Zaku Tank saves the day! Zaku Tank! They activated the Zakus and blast some tanks. Then they split up to 2 teams. Charlie and Sniper handle everything else, and Iri and Boozman handle the guy. He's dead. Kablooey! This will be a problem in a bit. Charlie loses it and starts blasting. Then Sniper shoots him. BAM! Gundam unscathed. What? That rifle is ship grade. What the fuck? He gets eocked. They even put a crunch sound so you know that he got eocked. Charlie comes in swinging and gets sliced in half and survives? I am beyond 100% sure there have been multiple instances of suits being sliced, like not even sliced, just stabbed in that general region where he got sliced and then blowing up. How is he still in one
piece? The One Piece is real!
What? Anyway, Gundam goes in to finish Area off, but then Zaku Tank, the actual hero of Zeon. Gundam completely ignores Area and flies off to them both. He can literally just give a quick stab. Like, he is that close to her. He's even looking at her as he jumps, but obviously we need the MC alive, so he ignores her. No, Tanky! Area grabs the bazooka and shoots the Gundam, but nothing happens because that shield is something else. You know, in Aggressor, right? God, I fucking hate this guy. A sniper shot a shield at an angle, which technically makes it stronger or at least thicker, but still managed to scrape off a chunk of it. What is this one made of? Anyway, the Gundam jumps in, slices and dices the area, leaving a hole in the cockpit like how Ramba had the one when he fought Amuro and then he held the molten metal with his bare hands so he can get a better look. She falls down and then we get this money shot right here. Look at that beam. That looks so cool. And that's the spooky forest. Those are my thoughts of the first episode. What do you think? Do you think I'm reaching in some places? Do you think I'm just like looking for problems when there aren't any problems? Or do you think I'm right? Maybe you have your own points I haven't considered and you like share them. Sure, please leave it down below. Like me and I'm sure everyone else will be happy to read it. But other than that, I have a Discord that's on live support and also Twitch where I stream games, but I also stream here too if you prefer YouTube. If you enjoyed the video and would like to see more, please do subscribe to join the fleet and leave a like. If you want to support the fleet directly, please do consider joining the Elite Pilots membership. There's not much I can offer right now other than a membership thank you segment, but I may try doing like early videos. And who knows what this will go down the line. Maybe one day I'm able to do a lot more to, add some extra stuff for supporters. But until then, pilots, that has been me. Take care. And I'll see you all on the next sortie.